Yes, so beautiful people, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. In fact, as we all know, my correct people, that the palace, the Onis Palace is not just a home; it is a living museum of Yoruba culture, where ancient custom breathe alongside modern life. Today, we open the royal gate to reveal seven traditions still alive within these sacred walls. Okay? Yes. In fact, the dawn number one tradition still alive within these sacred walls is that the dawn drum call. Okay? Each morning before the sun rises, the palace drums call the spirits of the ancestors to bless the day. The sound is not for entertainment. It is a spiritual awakening for the entire palace. Yes, because this drum, whenever you happen to be around the palace or you pass around the palace and you see that early morning, you just see that there's a particular drum that they are beating and all that. If I have seen that on a different occasions, okay, even online where we'll see the drummers will come and they'll be beating the drum very early hour of the day. Just know that it is the part of the morning ritual that they have to carry out on a blessed day, that they have to carry out in the palace, to call the spirit of the ancestors to bless the day. The sound is not an entertainment. So whenever you hear it, you know that they are trying to call the spirit of the ancestor to bless the day before any other thing. Secondly, the king's greeting ritual. No one, no matter his Kabiesi schedule, the only received greetings from his chiefs and staff in a specific order, a tradition that shows respect for hierarchy and harmony. Okay, as we heard, so it shows that in the that is the greeting ritual has to be carried out. So it also means that the elders has to be on ground in the morning, first thing in the morning as well, and it has to be in a specific order. The way they greet, the way they move, the way they do all those things. So it means that elders has to be on ground every other morning to carry out this particular ritual. And thirdly, they also do a sacred bead ceremony. Yes, sacred bead ceremony. The Onis royal beads are more than decoration. That is the ones we always see him wear. We all thought that they are for decoration, but obviously they are not for decoration. Before he steps out for public duties, they are blessed with prayers and anointing. Omo, traditions too, they anoint too. Not be only church people they anoint. Yes. An anointing believes to carry divine protection. You see, that is, they have to bless those beads, anoint them, before Kabiesi will put them on again, and before he will set out to, face his normal, usual duty for the day. Then we also have the number 4, we have the weekly ancestral offering. This one now is not every day, but weekly, maybe once a week. So once a week, certain foods, drinks, and kola nuts are placed in sacred spots of the palace. It is believed that the ancestor taste these offerings and bless the kingdom in return. You see? So these rituals has to be carried out like they say once in a week. They have certain food, not all food, particularly there's a particular foods, there's a particular drinks, and also kola nuts that they place in some spots, strategic spots in the palace, that is believed that the ancestors taste these offerings and bless the kingdom in return. My people, you are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you have been watching, you have not subscribed, subscription is free. All you need to do is just to tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so whenever I drop my videos, you get notified. Come down the comment section and drop your opinion, what you feel about this very gist. Share so that others will learn one or two. But don't forget that all these are all alleged speculated stories and not for sound information. And also give this video a thumbs up, my correct people. So the number 51 right now, they said the Queen's royal walk. When a queen is within the palace, she walks in a specific graceful pattern during ceremonies. You see it? So it shows that there's a particular step, there's a particular way, motion, like, that the queen will always, walk. It means it's not like you just wake up, they just like going like the normal move. No, it has a specific graceful pattern, especially during ceremonies that the queen used to take. Okay, a specific step, specific walks in the palace, a sign of dignity, power, and divine favor. Even in Queen Naomi's time, this tradition was strictly followed. You hear? That is, even when Queen Naomi was in the palace, they were following this tradition strictly. Like, it was not just like as if because Queen Naomi is not there. To tell you that even when Queen Naomi was there, they were still doing it. And it shows that Queen Naomi was still doing her own move and all that. Okay, now the sixth is the forbidden doors. Not all doors in the palace can be opened by anyone. Some rooms are reserved for spiritual rites, and only the Oni or chosen priest may enter. So it shows that there are rooms, there are doors that there are doors in the palace that cannot be opened by anyone except Kabiesi or only the chosen priest. If Kabiesi did not even choose you as a priest, you have no right to go and open the door, because that place is mainly for spiritual rites, and it is only Kabiesi that can gain access to that place. So it's a very, very sacred place, doors, and that's why they call it the forbidden doors. So to tell everybody that is forbidden, nobody can go close, like you can't even go near. Okay, so the seventh one is the annual festival of renewal. What is this annual festival of renewal? Annual festival of renewal, once in a year, the Oni and his courts perform a series of rituals to renew the kingdom's spiritual protection. It is a powerful event filled with prayers, drumming, and blessings for the people. You see, it's not just an ordinary event. They said Oni and his court, like, Oni has a court, now he has his own group, okay, that perform this very series of rituals in the palace just to renew the kingdom's spiritual protection. That one is, a kind of an annual festival, like once in a year they do it, okay, yearly. My people, a lot they say they happen. No? So these customs are not just rituals; they are thread that tie the present to the past. In a world that changes daily, the palace of the Oni remains a heartbeat of Yoruba heritage, a reminder that to know where you are going, you must never forget where you are, where you came from. That is just the summary of this, the palace ritual, the custom, the tradition, and all the things that go on there. But in recent months, whispers have spread that some of these customs may soon be challenged. Could the old ways survive in the face of modern presence? Like, could the old ways now be could the old ways survive in the face of modern pressures? The answer will shake the palace. My people, no be small thing o. Omo, let's watch and see what what will happen, what will be the future, because the truth be told, before Kabiesi became Kabiesi, he was actually before the Oba Sijua's day of blessed memory passed on. Some people actually said that it doesn't go out like as much as the way Kabiesi go out, go to party, go to public gathering and all that. So some of the people started calling his attention that no, this is not how they do it. Kabiesi is not supposed to be out of the palace, supposed to remain in the palace and all that. So to tell you that gradually civilization is beginning to play some major role. Okay, modernization is beginning to play a kind of some vital roles that we can actually do it this way and still do it right. But the fact that Kabiesi is going out does not mean that Kabiesi is doing anything against the custom and the tradition of the people. The most important thing is keeping the rules, keeping the culture, and keeping the rituals firmly, and which Kabiesi is balancing everything so well. So now the question is, with the era and as time goes by, as the world goes by, do you think that this custom and traditions will not be questioned one day? Would you think that will it continue like that? So my people, come down in the comment section and also drop your opinion what you feel. If you think that the custom and the tradition of the people will still remain till, or do you think that the future might not just things might not just go the way it's supposed to go? So my people, let me also hear from you. Thank you so much for always tuning in. Thank you so much for always standing by. I love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you. Till I come your way again, have a beautiful day. Bye bye.